apologies. You bear not the stench of Cid's lackeys.
And you are our earlier visitor.
Yes, a valuable man, one I'd sooner not lose. Yet he knows too much.
Okay then, things have suddenly taken a turn for the very dramatic, as we have suddenly met another guy we haven't seen before, but I do remember him very distinctly from my original playthrough of this game, and in fact, I believe he's voiced by Phil Lamar, who plays Samurai Jack, and he's also been a guest on Critical Role a few times. Oh, hey, Giltos. I'm guessing you can get that somewhere else if you don't pick it up here, because, again, I'm pretty sure this is a one-time dungeon. But I'm going to want to look up that guy's voice actor, just to make sure I wasn't wrong about that. Yes, it is Phil Lamar. I think I'll use Bolthea, Varn, and Penelo for this, and I've got everyone buffed up and bubbled thanks to Ash.
Cid, you know Deifacted Nethicite brought down the Leviathan. How can you persist in this folly?
And you've come here to stop me. I'd fain see you try.
Consider your bones, old man. You're outmatched.
Pirate scum of the skies. What brings you here?
Treasure. What else would a pirate want? We'll take the Dusk Shard.
You've come all this way for that trinket. I thought you were above this. What's that? The Princess of Dalmasca come to visit. She's not entirely without merit. A test of sorts for our princess?
You're a babbling fool.
A trial for a Shelia Banargin Dalmasca!
You lust for the stone's power, do you not?
Lend him not your ears, my lady. He means to use you.
Manufactured nethicite, like Bergen.
How could you do this? How could you fall this far?
And so, we are going to fight the very, very hammy Dr. Cid. I read about that trial line, but I forgot how ridiculously scenery-chewing he got in that moment. A holy mode, okay then. We can't Libra them, so I don't even know if holy would work well on him. I kind of want to just try throwing that at him, just because we'll get a holy eventually. There you go, holy mode. Oh, it's only one foe. I was kind of hoping for an area attack. I feel like, oh yeah, Rook begins casting of Regen. We should probably take the Rooks out. In fact, I wonder if we get a good concurrence going with a Quickening, because now might be a great time to show off Bolthea's element of treachery. If we get a good enough concurrence going, we might be able to take out a lot of them in one go.
There's a problem to do everything. Here she comes!
Element of Treachery is one of Bolthea's only quickenings that had a 100% direct translation from the Japanese. Oh, I don't think we've seen this one yet. This is Penelo's level 3. Where she stops time. And then breaks it.
It's a problem to do everything. Here she comes! I never miss.
Oh, several mischarges and yet barely any time left to do that. So there were a few level 3s there. Whiteout. I don't think I got that one before. Yeah, that's the ice-based one. I definitely didn't have that before, so that's another one for the Sky Pirate's Den. And, wow, did that not even kill them all? Okay then, that's unfortunate. Greater Barrier. Oh, now they all have Reflect. Oh, and Varn is attacking the enemy with the highest strength, which is Dr. Sid, and not really doing a lot because his weapon sucks, so let's switch him off of those gambits, actually. I'll go for Party Leader's target. See if that makes a bit more of a difference. Okay, that is one gone.
Always hiding behind your toys. Pity if anything were to happen to them.
Yeah, so in fights that are more personal from now on, we'll actually be seeing more, like, direct, like, taunts and dialogue from the party members mid-fight, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they cast Reflect on each other. Again, not really going to matter that much, because Drain seems to pierce Reflect. Okay, not actually down yet. Oh yeah, they cast Curaga. Looks like that was all going for Dr. Sid though, and that's another Rook down. So basically just focus down on the Rooks, and faux party leader's target attack is generally a good gambit to use here if you want to focus down on them. So I do like 500 with guns against them. Kind of want to see how much Bolfia does with swords. Though I really don't know how effective this is going to be. I'm actually doing the same, if not more. So maybe it's better I use swords on them. I like how, like, even Bolfia's father is also like a gunslinger in terms of his general abilities. Nice multi-attack there, Varn. We seem to be doing pretty well in terms of HP overall. I just want to finish off these things. Haven't even picked up that second chest yet. Varn's dodge tanking quite well, and that is all of those things down. Now he does still have, yep, there goes the Greater Barrier. Oh, hey, haste mode. I mean, I have someone with haste in the party right now, but he has haste on himself. Well, Protect Shell, haste regen. That definitely deserves a Dispel. This guy's actually putting up a lot more of a fight than I expected him to. Now he's just kind of walking all the way over to this side of the battlefield. Oh!
To inform you that your time here is over. The curtain falls.
Yeah, I remember that he had a really cool gun that he could use later in the fight for a sort of limit break attack. So yeah, Dr. Sid is a fan favorite of, well, fans of this game for very good reason. He's great, and he has a pretty good boss fight too, honestly. Needing to take out those things guarding him and using buffs pretty well, and then having effectively a limit break attack. I don't know if he ever resummons the Rooks. Wait, is he down already? I don't think... Didn't look like his HP was gone.
Vana, you shouldn't have.
This creature. So this is your Vana.
A Shelia Benargan Dalmasca.
Just how far will you go for power? Does your lust for Nethicite consume you? Am I right? I am, aren't I? A worthy daughter of the Dynast King. You would do well to go to Giruvegan. Who knows? You may receive a new stone for your trouble.
Your words mean nothing to me!
The reins of history back in the hands of man. I do make for Giruvegan. Give chase if you dare it.
Hate it when he does that.
Mayhaps you think me remiss, the Lady Ash of Dalmasca? The Sky Pirate Rethus, at your employ.
Oh, we finally know that guy's name.
The Imperial Senate, powerless to resist House Solidor's brutal purge, was dissolved. Vayne Solidor reigned supreme over the Empire. Though this upheaval shook the Imperial Bastion to its foundation, these developments were, to say the least, welcomed by her military. The authoritarian rule of the judges, in tandem with the impending threat of Rosarian invasion, served to foster camaraderie among its ranks. For our part, the Resistance mustered strength in the border skies, making ready for the task ahead. A war to decide the doom of Ivalice would soon be upon us.
Is this the flagship that's going to knock them all down?
Squads Flametongue and Oganek Sarabe. All ships reporting in. They're breaking to begin ship-to-ship maneuvers against us.
All hands, full ahead flank.
We shall make ready to repel their attacks. Counter-air. Track them as though they were the enemy.
Counter-air, to your stations.
A dispatch from Naldoa Command, Excellency. The Sky Pirate has left Arcadian airspace. He makes for Balfonheim with the Lady Ash and her party.
It is good to know the lady still lives. But what of our bid for the stone?
With the stone or without, our resistance should prove an even match for the Imperial Army. These weeks of training have honed our edge.
I pray 'tis sharp enough.
They choose to supply the resistance, yet raise not a sword in aid. What city could do this?
A city of men without countries, pirates of the sea and of the sky. Few are they who would fain lay down their lives for a friend, let alone a king.
The Marquis. He is set on war?
The time approaches when he must make his position vis-a-vis the Empire clear. When he helped you off the Leviathan, he spited the judges full sore. He cannot sit in idleness and expect to avoid a reckoning. The Marquis shares my distaste for war. Yet, if it comes to it, he will show no quarter.
For the time being, we will continue to train the Resistance army. Enough power on our side, and even Vayne may see the appeal of the treaty table.
Yet Vayne holds the Nethicite. What makes you think he would treat when he holds such power? Power enough to sink the Leviathan.
All the more reason for me to support your infiltration of the capital. You said it yourself. The Nethicite is a powerful weapon. I would have you acquire it for me.
I have not said I would give you the Midlight Shard.
If there is no stone, I would have to look elsewhere for aid.
Then you would ally with Rosaria.
As I must. Failure's not an option.
It's just what Vayne wants. He lures the Rosarians and the Resistance to the field, then crushes both with the Nethicite.
I think not. Cid has a stone. We grab it and smash it to pieces with the Sword of Kings. Vayne will be left holding nary a thing. Time is short. We follow Cid. He's heading towards Giruvegan.
Giruvegan.
It is told of in a song of my people. On the farthest shores of the River of Time, shrouded deep in the roiling mist, the Holy Land sleeps, Giruvegan. Who knows the paths, the way to its doors?
Then you seek the Yogg Defour. Deep within the jungle of Golmore, there is a corner of the Feywood where a mist storm surges and seethes.
And that's it. Let's go.
Right.
Not coming, Rivers? Forget your precious Nethicite already?
Cid's words rang hollow to me. I will follow another course.
Ah, another lead then, is it? You're well informed.
I could well say the same to you, pirate.
Hurry it up, or we'll leave without you.
Ah, Vaughn. I've had some of my men check on this Feywood. Best ask what they've found.
Okay. Thanks for the help, brothers.
Fly first, ask questions later. Your apprentice is more pirate than you.
I don't have an apprentice.
Princess Ash, I would hear your heart. If Dr. Cid has spoke the truth, you may well be rewarded with more Nethicite in Giruvegan. Tell me, do you still desire the stone?
I desire its power. I want, yet I also fear. I must protect Dalmasca. I can't afford to fear anything.
Do not forget Nabodis. That is my only counsel for you.
And so here we are in Balfenheim Port. After all of that went on, we're all the way over here. So, as I showed earlier in a part that was non-canon, we went through the Cerebi Steppe, or however it's pronounced or spelled, between the Ceta Uplands and the Balfenheim Port. We couldn't do anything in the port at that point. By the time you actually need to go to the Balfenheim Port, you're just sent there by, you know, the story. So, you never need to go through the steppe, but it's fully accessible to you at this point if you want to explore it. And there's also a whole lot of shops and other things to do here, and in fact, now that the Balfenheim Port has become available, I believe a massive, massive ton of side content opens up at this point. This is like that part where we're on the cusp of the end game. We're actually getting really close. And now that we're actually at Balfamheim, we can do a whole lot, like, look at all these hunts that are available. Viral. Okay. That's in the port. Lindworm. In the Ceta Uplands. Somebody in Arcades. Old Arcades. Overlord. Another one from Arcades. Since the commotion at the laboratory, now everyone there wants our help. Goliath. Another one from Nalbina Fortress. And then Death Scythe. Another one for Nalbina Fortress. I'll need to look into just, how doable these hunts are for our current strength level, because I feel like we're going to be going on quite a few side quests before we reach Giruvegan. Giruvegan is a very, very, very dangerous place, as is the Feywood, which is now required. So yeah, that one location you could get a sneak preview of earlier in the game. You finally need to go there now. And, okay, nothing new here. I do like how you can possibly get sneak peeks of locations like that. I think TV Trope sometimes calls that New World Tease, where you go to an area and you can't really do much in that area, but it gives you a preview of somewhere that you'll be going to later on in the game. There are also, in addition to hunts and optional espers we can go after, there are also some actual side quests at Balfamheim Port that we can do too, and some side quests elsewhere in the world that have opened up. Namely, the Lost Cockatrice side quest. Flaming Hot Magics, huh? Well, we've got the exact opposite of Flaming Hot there. Darker. Sloga. Curaja. Curaja is usually overkill, but I can take it anyway. Oh, okay, good. Thankfully, you can't sell the Sandalwood shop. I don't know why it's considered loot and not a key item, then. After selling some stuff, let's go ahead and grab Sloga and Darker, which I might actually have to have Fran start using at this point, because it's probably stronger than most of the, actual, black magic she has access to. So there's a save crystal down here and the aerodrome, which I've never actually used an aerodrome before, and you actually have to use an aerodrome for a side quest and for a mark. But that mark isn't available just... In fact, it actually might be, because it might be an elite mark. Speaking of which, I still have the Trickster to hunt down. Should probably be going for that soon. But yeah, that save crystal's a little bit redundant, because all the way out here in the front of town, there's a gate crystal. And also Cartographer's Guild. Yeah, let's take one at the step. And let's also grab the map of the Balfamheim port just for completeness. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, there's Canal Lane, another area that we haven't been to yet. Can use the gate crystal here to get back here whenever we want, which is good because this is not an easy area to access. And now that we have the map, does that mean we can actually look at this place on the world map. So, yeah, it's pretty large. And again, it is totally optional. You never need to go there at all. And I don't really see if there's much reason for us to go there right now. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but any location here that has, a little blue glow underneath it, that means there's a gate crystal there. Ah, yes, and as you can see, Giruvegan's all the way down there in the Yargs d'For. It is implied that Dr. Sid may have been there in the past, and that was where he went insane. Oh, it's you guys! Oh, yeah, elementals. Don't want to be dealing with those things. Doesn't seem like they have some very strong weapons here, though. Oh, but they do sell teleport stones and Gishal greens. I'm just going to get a whole lot of those, because they're extremely convenient to have. And then more greens for wandering chocobos in the fields. And with that, we've defeated a major boss, ended a story arc, seen a lot of cutscenes, we know where we need to go next, and we've got a new town with a whole lot of side content opened up. I think that's as good a time as any to end this part, and I will see you next time when I think we're going to go and do some hunt cleanup, and maybe even go after some optional espers.